with very weak sound, чашка-чаю, чи щось таке. And check the conduction of the sound to the surface. The sounds should be equal on both parts. Значить, as the patient говорить чашка-чаю and put on the scope. Чашка-чаю, 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 чашка-чаю. І далі пішли по тих самих. The same pain points on the chest.
Bronchophonia.
Because the light should be straight and the arms crossed on the chest. Ну, тут як вам зручно, тому що ви погано видите. Значить, це
так має бути, щоб
випрямлені. А коли palpation of liver, тоді slightly bended in joints. Superficial palpation. Значить, just touch to the abdominal wall in all the regions and assess. Що больно? First, you have to assess presence of pain. Second, you have to assess consistency of abdominal wall. Is it elastic or hard? When it's hard, it's pathological sign. Your report will be the superficial palpation of abdomen is not painful, abdominal wall is mild elastic consistence. No any protrusions, masses are felt during palpation. Checking cough, shocking lumbar symptom should be negative. So you press and withdraw hand in some areas. When patient has peritoneal irritation, it will be painful. Це все. Then there will be tasks separately. Palpation of sigmoid intestine, or palpation of cecum, palpation of ascending or descending, щось одне. And terminal part of ileum теж є. Значить, palpation in all, when you palpate all this part of intestine, you have to show 4 moments of deep sliding palpation. Please train again, because students, they are afraid to penetrate inside, and try to provide superficial palpation instead of deep sliding. Значит, sigmoid intestine is located in the left cubital region. The span of the organ is oblique, so you have to put fingers perpendicular to it. Second moment, you have to make skin fold inside. Then during deep expiration, you have to penetrate and then slide. Раз. Поставили руки. The palm is on the abdominal wall, not like that. Fingers not like that, but slightly bent. Раз, два, три, чотири. Раз, два. Можете так от потім робити, не виринати, а slide across the organ. And assess qualities. Qualities are described in the book. What should you find? So, not pain, smooth surface, mild elastic consistence, and diameter you can determine. Mobility. Sigmoid is movable. Then, cecum. Cecum is palpated along the line which connect navel with spina iliaca superior anterior. Along this line, you have to put your fingers along it, make skin fold upward, medially, and slide. Значить, робите skin fold, тоді занурюєтеся, and slide. So you can feel rumblings during the procedure, as I can do now. Чуєте, що бурчить вас там? Значить, rumbling sounds in this region is normal. In sigmoid, it's pathological. It's just about irritation. Again, along this line, put the fingers between the external and medial parts of this line, make skin fold medially, penetrate, and slide. Так, трошки є ногті, я через це не хочу. Then, terminal part of ileum. It's located just medially from cecum. Actually, when you will divide this line on 3 parts, я вам навіть намалюю. And put the horizontal line from this point between the external and medial. So it will be the projection of terminal part of ileum. You have to put your fingers perpendicular to the span, make skin fold up, and slide.
Terminal part.
Terminal part. It's like the extrude, small
Strain.
Broken string, yeah.
невеликого діаметру, там till 1 centimeter diameter. But sometimes you can find it. Then ascending and descending colon. You have remember that it's very manual palpation. The left hand is put on the back of the patient, opposite to the projection. Like the spine is vertical, so the fingers are located perpendicular to it, just at the external edge of rectus abdominis muscles. Трошки медіальніше. Значить, make skin fold medially and slide. Like that. And descending colon the same. Move your left hand on the left part, but skin fold is made medially. You have to penetrate and slide. Не больно? Don't afraid to penetrate during, but it should be made in relaxation of abdominal muscles and at expiration.
We change to this. This is hard to perform everything on one.
Зараз на собі можете потренуватися. Далі, transverse colon. To check transverse colon, first you have to find it.
Lower border of the stomach.
Yeah, you have to find lower border of stomach. You have to take, чекайте, це stethoscope. You have to put it in at the xiphoid process and scratch the skin from the navel upward. At the zone where the sound becomes louder, it's the lower border of the stomach. For example, it's like that. So, when you will palpate transverse colon, you will put your fingers 2 centimeters below this border, and when you will palpate stomach, 2 centimeters above. Я не буду вдягати на вухо, значить, попробуйте самі. Хочете? Ну, добре. Майже вгадала десь, отут. Попробуйте потім, там відчути різко зразу зробити. Значить, so, for transverse colon, put fingers 2 centimeters below this zone at the external edge of rectus abdominis muscle. Make skin fold downward, penetrate, and slide upward. You will slide from the upper edge of this tongue. When you find it, you can move fingers medially, laterally, and palpate it along all this part. Then, palpation of stomach. With the right hand, you will put it 2 centimeters above this region, make skin fold upward, тобто навпаки, vice versa, and slide downward. Normally you can't find the abdominal wall will not so yield against your fingers, but when stomach is enlarged, you will feel. You slide from the lower stomach border. Зрозуміли? Ну і лишилася печінка селезінка. А як по-польськи?
Śledziona.
Ну. Так.
Wątroba.
Вонтроба печінка. Утроба це по-російськи взагалі всі органи черевної порожнини. Так. Before the palpation of a liver is made along the midclavicular line, but you have to first find the lower liver border to put the arm in the proper zone. So from the navel, just below the navel, you have to start percussion upward till the intercostal, till the costal arch. So normally the liver is located at the costal arch, so you will hear tympanic sound. It means that you should put your fingers just below the costal arch. When you will find dullness, so you have to put your fingers just below the zone of dullness. Then the legs should be slightly bended. The left hand presses to the costal arch for limitation of respiratory movements. Then liver will be moved more lower. Так. Jamal, can you see? Use patient's respiratory movements. Так. Значит, the fingers are put perpendicular to the costal arch. You have to ask him to breathe deeply. Make skin fall down and penetrate inside and put your fingers just to be covered with costal arch. Трошки зайти вперед. Значит, down and slightly forward. Then when he will inhale please, fingers will be passively moved together with the abdominal wall, and when liver is located here, you will feel the edge like you slide from it. Раз, два. And repeat again, synchronously with respiratory movements. Зрозуміло? Значить, не бійтеся заглиблюватися, тільки ногті трошки пустіть. І все. Так, spleen. The same, but you have to put the patient in proper position. Ви знаєте, так? For palpation of spleen, patient should be lying on the right side. Так? This leg should be crossed. And the hand crossed again.
Let's try it.
Let's show us, please. Так. This leg should be straight and this leg bent. Навпаки. Отак. І оця рука. It's for good relaxation. Principle of palpation is the same. With the left hand we press to the chest, to the costal arch, but the fingers are put perpendicular to the costal arch, just below it. Make skin fall down, and during expiration move it forward below the costal arch.
Normally we can palpate.
Yeah, ви там можете нормально зайти під ребро. It's called like empty costal arch. Так? Space is empty. When the spleen is enlarged, you will meet it with your fingers during inspiration. Дякую. Давайте поверніться поки що. Так, і перкусія лишилася. Це те, що найменше знають. Значить, concerning the liver, there are two methods of percussion. Так, як ми вимагаємо. Значить, first method, Образцов's method, is determination of lower liver body position along topographical lines. Вона дає нам, it take information about the position of lower border, but it may be not due to enlargement, but due to displacement. So we just determine the lower liver border along anterior axillary, parasternal, midclavicular, parasternal, median line, and along the left costal arch. Просто, in the same way, you have to put pleximeter perpendicular to the border, approximately the navel level, and move it upwards till downwards. And the mark is put from the lower position, the lower edge. The same mid-clavicular. І put the mark. Then parasternal line. Ось тут. Median line. Тут stomach ale babble. That's why sometimes you need more weak. Так. Важко навіть визначити. Тут випустимо. And the left costal arch. Pleximeter is put perpendicular to the costal arch. Він не голодний, їсти хоче. Кишечник порожній, так? Значить, normally. At the anterior axillary line it should be tense rib. Тобто воно заходить ще за реберну. At the mid-clavicular, at the costal arch. And all along these lines, 2-3 centimeters lower from costal arch, parasternal line. Here, 2-3 centimeters lower from xiphoid process. And here also, 2-3 centimeters to xiphoid process. Це по образцову. По образцову вам буде проперкутувати печінку по якійсь одній з ліній. Просто показати, що ви от ставите палець, перкутуєте, знати норму, де поставити змітку. Все. Далі, а от по Курлову, так, ну так поставлені питання. Далі, by Kurlov method, you have to determine all 5 points and 3 sizes, тобто повністю все показати. Percussion by Kurlov method means determination of both upper and lower liver borders and determination of sizes along 3 lines. First point is found along, first size and first 2 points we find along mid-clavicular line. First point, starting from second, third interspace, we have to percuss downward till liver dullness. It will be the upper liver border at mid-clavicular line. Then, along the same line, you have to start from the navel upwards. Останнік у нас, Ігнат, у вас трошки вище. Значить, this is first point, second point. Далі, the turn point is found by putting perpendicular to the median line. Because it's here, dullness, you can't percuss it. So we just considered that the upper liver border is horizontal, so we can put perpendicular. That is the third point. The fourth point we find, as usual, by percussion. Може через той стамок нормально визначити вас тут. Ну, припустимо, так? Це четверта. And the fifth point we percuss along the left costal arch again.
So my liver stays small?
Це у вас там шлунок. Fifth point. So when you connect first point with second, you receive first size.
9 centimeters.
Third, yes, 9 centimeters. Second, third point with fifth point, second size. And third point with fifth, це третій. Значить, тут буде 9, 8, 7. Ну, так як в нього через шлунок я там не можу точно. Там, напевно, менше має бути. Принцип зрозуміли? Це ви повинні показати. And the last one, spleen. Значить, буде так, або to determine the prolonged diameter, or to determine transverse diameter of spleen dullness. So, for spleen dullness determination, we have to find the spine. The spine is located along the tenth rib. Значить, ви можете там tenth rib is the last rib which is connected to the costal arch. So the costal arch makes curve here at this point. You have to palpate the costal arch and find the curve here. So this is connection of tenth rib to the costal arch. So you have to draw the span along this rib, right? And percuss from clear sound to dullness. So it should be from abdominal region along the line to dullness. Там кишечник. Here. And from posterior axillary line back. Олексій, вам треба щось піти поїсти. Так, this one, припустимо. It should be 6-8 cm. So it's prolonged diameter for spleen. Then for transverse diameter you have to divide prolonged spine on two equal parts and put perpendicular. So it should be perpendicular to the 10th rib actually. Так? And percuss in the same way along this line. Значить, ставите put mark here and from opposite side. Значить, попробуйте на комусь іншому, тому що в нього тут темпонір повний. Зрозуміло? Це 4-6 см, 4-6 cm. That's all you need to show. And injections.
What's it for?